Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Raina. Maybe you know me, maybe you don't. This is my place. This is where I share myself. Not super often, but a few times a year I post something here. This video is something outside of the normal. This is a personal, more vulnerable video. As you can see from the title, I had a miscarriage. It was an unexpected pregnancy, but I was so thrilled to be welcoming this baby into our lives. And I was sad that, and I am sad that it's not happening yet. My experience is my experience, and I know that everybody's experiences with miscarriage and pregnancy release are different. I want to be very careful with the words that I choose to say. Losing a pregnancy is never something that's fun. However, my experience was beautiful. I am somebody that believes that everything is happening just the way it is supposed to happen. And I believe that my miscarriage falls right in line there. It all happened just the way it's supposed to happen. It happened because it was supposed to happen. I knew right away that I wanted to do this in a natural way. And by natural, I mean without medical intervention. No procedure, no pills. I just turned to the earth and I used herbs and just connected with my body and listened to her. And, I'm sitting here now and I get to say that I'm happy and things worked out perfectly. When I first found out that I lost my baby, I went to YouTube because I didn't know what to expect. I was in this in-between thing where it's just a couple days ago I thought I was pregnant, and now I'm not having a baby, but I still have something inside me that needs to come out. What am I even waiting for? What's gonna happen to me? I don't know. I wanted to see what happened. What was gonna happen to me? And all I could find was videos of people talking in past tense, saying what had happened. I wanted to see in the moment. And I couldn't find anything that was in the moment. So I decided to film my whole experience because I'm always filming anyways. So that's what you're going to see here in this video is pretty much to some extent, my whole experience. And I just want you to be warned now that there is blood. This is not a video where I'm going to show you how to release your pregnancy naturally. I'm not going to tell you what herbs I took or what foods I ate. If you're interested in that, you could reach out to me personally and we could talk further, but I don't feel comfortable putting that information out here on the internet right now. Found out yesterday that I'm having a baby. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy smokes. I'm having a baby. This is insane. Insane, I say. It's insane.
It doesn't feel real. It does not feel real. But then it does. I'm excited. I want a baby, but I'm also scared. And what I'm mostly scared of is losing my freedom. Because if freedom is everything to me. If I don't have freedom, what do I have? But I believe I could be free with my baby. I'm gonna have to be free with my baby. There's no other choice, because a bird shouldn't live in a cage. A bird is meant to be free, and I'm flying free with my little babe under my wing and my man on my other side. I've yet to tell the world how there's a new man in my life. It was not an immaculate conception, so there is a man involved. One that you have not met yet, at least at the time of recording this. But you will. And just know that he loves me. He loves me real good. That's all you gotta know for now. Man, building a baby makes you tired. I've been so exhausted and drained. Not even necessarily exhausted. I just feel like I don't have the strength to stand up. Like all I want to do is just lay down. Today I was actually tired, and I have been allowing myself to lay down more and rest and just, fucking rest. Like, I'm almost 7 weeks pregnant. Oh my God. It's so weird even still. It's like, since there's no bump there yet, it's like, is this even real? What am I talking about? But fuck, my boobs are sore. Something's growing inside of them. Like, they're definitely more firm. There's no milk, but they're definitely more firm. And I'm just exhausted, and I haven't thrown up, but I feel like kind of queasy all day. Which is part of the just, I just want to lay down thing. Like, I just don't feel myself. I don't feel great. When I almost always feel great. But it's a little baby bean in there, a little lentil right now. And, yeah. This is crazy.
I found out right before the 11-week mark that the baby had stopped growing. And the doctor measured my gestational sac, and she said it looks like the baby stopped growing around 7 weeks. The weekend prior to me seeing the spotting, I went to a women's retreat, and that was the first time where I openly said, like publicly, that I was pregnant. At that point, I had only told my mom and sisters and like the closest people to me. And so I was telling, these women that I had only just met, that I was pregnant. And that was a huge deal. Only to find out a few days later that it wasn't going to happen.
I knew without a doubt that I wanted to do this naturally, so I reached out to a friend of mine who is an herbalist, and he got me set up with a protocol. Grocery shopping for my items that start the process. Human life is sacred in all of its forms, from conception all the way till death. It is sacred. Releasing this pregnancy was more than just a procedure or an attempt to rid my body of what didn't need to be in there any longer. This was expelling what was a life from my body. And I treated this process as sacred, and I did what I know how. I cleansed and I blessed and I prayed. I asked for my guides and my ancestors to be with me through this and to guide my body and me, and trusting my body and my intuition on how to do this. I'm surrounding this container with the white light of Jesus and the pink love of prayer. I am fully protected. I am safe. My body knows what to do. I am in tune with my body. I trust its signals and its ways of communication. I trust these herbs. I trust these plants. Thank you. Oh. Healing is happening. You are not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. You're not broken. You are part of the ever-changing nature of life. Ever-changing, ever-changing, ever-changing. Change is your natural state. The rose knows that you were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. You're not normal, and that's normal. You're always becoming more and more of who you truly are. Healing is happening every moment of every day. You're returning to your true state every moment of every day. Call in your support team of people who can hold you in that, who can trust in the grace of your natural state. A true healer knows that they're not the one doing the healing. Rather, they're holding the vision of the return to wholeness, knowing that wholeness isn't a stagnant state. When you embrace all parts of life, from the ecstasy to the agony, the joy to the grief, the bloom to the fall, the bud to the rosehip, you'll realize that healing is always happening and life is on your side. No one is immune to the polarity of this human experience. The only way through it is to embrace all parts of it, the light and the shadow. And as any healer or initiate knows, the only way to the light is to embrace the shadow within. The shadow, and sometimes the pain, is a portal to your liberation. You're not broken. You're healing. Healing is happening. Trust in the timing of life. Couldn't be more perfect. So it is day 3 since starting my regimen. Day 3 of the smoothies and day 2 of the tea. Now, the man at the apothecary that gave me this protocol, his name's B. He's a great guy. So grateful for him. He told me that it could take a couple days to kick it and start getting things moving. So I'm just waiting. Last night I felt a little bit of cramping. I had a pain that like shot up from my uterus, like up to my shoulder, which I've had that once before. And yeah, I'm just waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't know if it's just going to be like, oh shit, it's happening, or if it's just going to be like this slow, like couple cramps here and there and blood come out. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but I plan to record as much as I can. I'm supposed to drink both of these slow throughout the day. So this one will last me a half a day, and then I'll make another one for the second half. And then this one thermos of tea, that will last all day. And then if I don't feel anything tomorrow, I might go up to a bigger dose of the herbs, is what he said. So we'll see how I feel today. Ready to get this rolling and just move on. Try again. Because now, like, I already knew I wanted to be a mom. I already knew my body wanted to be a mom. But now it's like, I felt it. I know what it tastes like to be expecting a child. So, yeah, I'm excited. I stuck with the protocol every day as directed for several days, about 3 weeks actually. Trying to stay mindful and connected to my body, doing things that I thought might help, just trying to release in any way. I felt like my body was really holding on to this. And so I was looking for ways to get my body to just let go. No miscarriage, no cramping, very minor cramping. It's taken a long time. So I don't know what day I'm on. Oh, it's Saturday, 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago, yesterday, that I went to the doctor's. And they did an ultrasound. And the ultrasound showed no baby. They said it looks like it stopped growing around 7.5 weeks or so. So it's been like, I don't know, I've lost count now, maybe a month and a half since then, and I have not passed it. But it's only been 2 weeks since I found out. So the doctor said to go home, see if it happens, and then we'll reschedule. So I have an appointment in 2 days. I'm not feeling good. I woke up in the middle of the night, had a stomach ache, had a couple bowel movements, not diarrhea. And then after the second one, I threw up. And I just threw up again while I was in the bath. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's infected inside of me. I don't know. I don't feel like I have a fever. And I don't have a foul-smelling discharge. So I'm just, I guess, waiting this out and gonna see what happens. But I'm contemplating using medical assistance. I don't want to. So I'm still in bed. Different different home. I was at my cabin. Didn't think I would make it home today, but my sister wasn't leaving me there alone in the state that I was in. So she forced me to come home, which is good because it feels good now to be home. I talked to my doctor and my herbalist. It's been just about 2 months since the fetus stopped growing. So 2 months of basically dead tissue inside my uterus. And I think it's starting to affect me. Not really in the ways that I want. I really want a natural, but I would rather have a baby, but that's not an option right now. And I really wanted a natural pregnancy release. I do not want to have to resort to the procedure or the pill that the doctors give. But my herbalist said that since it's been so long, it might be time to start thinking about going the medical route. So we'll see. My doctor, she kind of just said keep an eye on everything. If it gets worse or if it stays like this, then I might need to go to emergency and have the procedure done, which I believe is basically like an abortion. And I really don't want to do that to myself, to my womb. She's been through a lot. She doesn't need another procedure, but we'll see how the night goes. Oh, and I'm taking a break from the herbs right now. My herbalist also said that I'm taking some really strong stuff, so to be on it long term, it could be harsh on my body, so to give it a break. So I'm going to do that. And, I could really use some water, but I don't want to go downstairs to get it. I just don't have the strength right now. So we'll see how this night goes. I'm feeling some cramping, a little bit, some back pain, some headache pain. Looking a hot mess. But I'm snuggled up in my mama's bed, so it feels good. Okay, good night. Yo, the miscarriage just started releasing. Holy fuck. I'm relieved, but also caught off guard. Like, I was at the laundromat, and all of us, I'm sitting there putting clothes into the washer, and like, I felt like something was started leaking, so I'm wearing a dress, and so I reached my hand down to feel if it was blood, and as soon as I like spread my legs, something came bursting out, like it was like my water breaking or something, and now I'm just dripping blood onto the ground. The back of me, I sat in the truck, this was all blood, but I rinsed it in the bathroom. The guy at the laundromat told me where the closest bathroom was. I am literally dripping blood down my legs right now. I'm relieved. I'm excited. Like the pain isn't too much so far. I'm definitely cramping more than usual, but it's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 4 in uncomfortability, maybe. Jason's on his way, so he'll have to probably go in and finish the laundry because I'm not stopping leaking, and then we're gonna go to the water, and I'm just gonna bleed into the water, to the river, and it's gonna be so fucking amazing, just like I wanted. Oh my god. I don't know if this is too much to show. Just leaking. Thank you, 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 thank you. Did not want to have that procedure. Fuck. It's cramping. It might be more like a 6. I don't know, that might be extreme, maybe a 5. It's just leaking. I'm bleeding. And this is after rinsing it with water, so I don't know if more came or what. I'm just sitting here with my legs clenched and blood is just pooling up. Wow, the body's amazing, huh? Oh, wow.
It's part of our baby. How crazy is that, honey? Isn't that incredible?
I'm so glad I get to be in the water right now and not like bleeding into a toilet.
I'm glad I get to be with you. Super glad I get to be with you.
We did it. We fucking did it. Proud of you, bird. I'm proud of you.
After the day that my pregnancy released, I had moderate bleeding, heavy for me, heavy bleeding for a few hours, and then it lightened up in the nighttime. I slept with a pad on and had very little blood in the morning, so I don't need to wear this. And just kind of free bled, and pretty much there wasn't much blood except for when I would go to the bathroom. That's the main time that I would see any blood, and I kept seeing blood for about 10 days or so. So around, I don't know, 10 or 11, 12 days after the release, I had a doctor's appointment just to make sure everything had released okay, and I got the clearance that everything did, and I asked her, when should I expect my cycle to be back to normal? And she said some people it happens right away, and some people it might take 6 to 8 weeks. So, it's really everybody's different. This whole experience is different for everybody. But I could say for myself, my cycle, I feel like it came back right away. Like the day that I had my pregnancy release, that marked day 1 of my cycle, and then 28 days later, like clockwork, my period came back, and so I just assumed that ovulation started also. So, I didn't try for that pregnancy, but now we try. We'll see. It's definitely a scary feeling, thinking like, well, what if I don't get pregnant again? Because this will be now my 3rd ovulation. So I've had 2 periods since then, and it's like, okay, why am I not getting pregnant? But I trust that everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. I'm so grateful that I got to deliver my pregnancy, release my pregnancy into the river. That's exactly how I wanted it, and I'm so grateful that I got to be with my partner, and he was there supporting me and holding space, and that he got to witness me in this magical moment. We were alone at the waterfall that normally every time we've gone there, there's loads of people there. But we were alone this day, and it was so perfect. I'm super grateful. The man that owns the apothecary that guided me through this and connected me with somebody else, the woman that also helped me. I'm so grateful for them and all the people around the world that carry this knowledge and this medicine, so that I didn't have to have the excruciating procedure or experience that the doctors would have offered me. I'm grateful that I stuck to my beliefs and believed in my body and listened to my body. I got really close to choosing to go on the medical route. Really close. I listened. I'm so glad I did. I'm proud of myself for going through this experience and for sticking to what I believed and what I wanted and just listening to my body. I'm really proud of myself. That was a feeling that I had the day that I had the miscarriage. It actually released. Was that I'm proud of myself. I did it. And one day I'll get to say that about giving birth. I'm so excited. I may or may not be reacting to my miscarriage the way that most people do. I know several people that have had a miscarriage before. A couple that I know for sure have taken the pill, and I know that they had an excruciating experience, and that was not my experience at all. I chose to do this naturally. I don't know if that's why my experience was not as gruesome as some others. I don't know if it was my mindset. I don't know if it's because I wasn't very far along. The baby was 7 weeks when it stopped growing, and by the time I found out at 11 weeks that it was no longer growing. The fetus wasn't even in me anymore. It had absorbed back into my body. So I didn't have to pass a baby out. All I had to release was tissue. And so it wasn't that painful for me. Hard things happen. Death is a part of life. And I'd rather accept that and find the beauty in it rather than not, because one of my biggest fear is probably losing the people that I love, having them die. Just being able to face those hard, challenging, dark, heartbreaking times with grace. And I try and do. And so that is my pregnancy release experience, my miscarriage experience. Thank you for being here and listening and holding space for me while I share this with you. And if you're going through it, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, and I would gladly hold space for you. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I send you love.